Hi everybody, welcome to my show Singing with Lauren. I'm Lauren. I am a voice teacher and a singer, and I love talking about all things singing. So before we get this video started, I want to invite you to my free webinar that I'll be hosting, and it's called The 4 Secrets to Your Singing Success. We are going to go over some singing. We're going to go over 4 things that I really want you to start focusing on in your singing, and it's totally free, so there's no reason you shouldn't come check it out. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to go look in the description. The link to sign up for the free webinar is in there. There are limited spots, so go do it right now. And today we are talking about how to be more confident in your singing. So go click that link, sign up, hit subscribe, and let's chat, shall we? So if you're here, you probably follow me, you probably follow my stories, and you know that I am a professional singer, right? So I am constantly working on my confidence, my self-love, and I really thought that today was going to be an amazing day to share some of this stuff with you guys, because the techniques will get you on the right path, but in order to get to where you want to be, you know what has to be in check? Your mind, okay? Because your mind controls everything you do, but your mind is also the driver of this little thing, right? So if this isn't where you want it to be, neither is this. And I have to tell myself that every day when I sit down to sing, and I have to work on it all the time. So it's not that one day you're just gonna wake up and you're gonna be super confident in your voice, right? It's constantly working towards being more confident. And remember, there is a difference between being confident and cocky. So that's something to think about. It's not bad to be confident. So I'm gonna give you 4 things that I think that you can do to be more confident in your voice. So I want you to take out a notebook and I want you to write this down. Number 1, work on your self-talk. What's self-talk, Lauren? Oh, let me tell you. So glad you asked. So self-talk are the things you say to yourself in your head, the things that you mutter to yourself when no one else is listening, and especially the negative things that you say to yourself. I am willing to put money on that you said more negative things to yourself than positive things to yourself in the past 7 days. And I'm willing to put money on it because I'm sure that I did the same thing, right? And the thing about the negative self-talk is that it's not just that you do it once and then you're done, right? It's that it's a habit. So you do it once, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again, and all of a sudden you feel like crap about yourself, right? And it's because you made yourself feel like that. You hurt your own feelings by all the negative things you said to yourself. Okay, so the next time you're singing and you feel like you messed up somewhere that was super easy that you shouldn't have messed up, instead of being like, oh, Lauren, you are so stupid, right? Maybe you can say, oh my gosh, not again. Let me try that, and I know it's gonna be better this next time. And setting yourself on a different path is going to lead you to more success up here. Another example is if you have a bad audition or if you have a bad voice lesson and you walk out and you're like, wow, I sounded so much better at home, right? Why did you sound so bad in that voice lesson, Lauren? You can do better than that, Lauren. All the time, right? But every time I work on not doing that, it gets better. It gets a little bit better and a little bit better. And then all of a sudden, instead of that being your instinctual thing, you're gonna start noticing that, oh my gosh, I just said something really mean to myself, right? Oh, I should not say that. How can I rephrase that, right? Because a lot of times we think that the way that we're gonna get better is to punish our way there, punish ourselves into getting better. It's not sustainable and it's not fun, right? Absolutely not. Not worth it. If that's what you have to do to get better at your singing, it's not worth it. Go do something else, right? You have to be kind to yourself because your body is your instrument, right? Your body will talk back to you if you're mean to it. Just saying. Okay, number 2. Actually schedule time into your calendar to work on your singing every week. If that's what your goal is, right? If your goal is just to sing whenever you feel like it, you don't do this, right? If your goal is to actually get better and to put time into it, the only way it's gonna get done is if it's in your calendar, right? As an adult, things don't happen unless they're scheduled. That's life, right? When we were in 7th and 8th grade, we could be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna sing today. Go sing for 2 hours. That's just not how it happens anymore, right? And if you're one of my 7th graders, I love you guys, go sing the whole day. Just go do it, okay? But if you're one of my adults, this is for you, okay? What will happen week and week and week and week, over and over and over and over, is you're gonna go to your voice lesson, right? Or you're gonna have your Skype lesson with me. Then you're going to go home. You're gonna be like, wow, that was a great lesson. Well, I don't have to sing today because I just had a voice lesson. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. Oh, you know what? I just had that voice lesson yesterday. I think I'm gonna take a break today. Okay, take a break. Next day. Oh my God, I'm having such a crazy Monday. I don't know like when I can do anything today. I don't even think I have time to go to the gym today. I'm definitely not gonna have time to sing today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh my gosh, I didn't practice all week. What am I gonna do at my lesson tomorrow? Guys, I've done this and I had to stop myself in my tracks and say, why are you going an entire week without practicing? This is your livelihood. This is what you want to get better at, and this is your biggest goal, right? Well, not my biggest goal, but my biggest career goal. Because I didn't set aside time for it when it was easy to make the decision. When it's hard to make the decision, like when you're in the midst of your day and everybody's asking for something from you and you have 10 emails to answer and you have 3 phone calls to get back to, you're not gonna sing. You're just not. That's just not how it happens. But if you say, okay, in my calendar, I am leaving work at 5, I'm going to the gym, and then I'm gonna sing for a half an hour, you are so much more likely to get it done, right? And guys, I'm not saying I expect you to be perfect or that I expect you to practice every day. I'm just saying that you have to decide for you what is going to be the best day, time of the week to practice and how often you want to do it. I personally recommend for my singers that are, doing this as a hobby, that you pick 2 days of the week where you're going to get a full practice session in, which is, 30 minutes to an hour for 2 days of the week, and then 2 other days of the week where you do a shorter, condensed, just vocal warm-ups for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, or you just work on one of your songs for 15 to 20 minutes. And I set up that schedule because I asked a lot of my adult students, like, do you think that you can do that in your schedule? You have kids, you have work, you have a million other things. Can you do that? And all of them said, yes, I can make the time to do that, right? But you gotta put it in your calendar. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen. I can't say that enough times. And I'm also saying that to myself. So we gotta do it. We gotta get it done. Number 3, goals. If you don't have a goal, you have nowhere that you're going, okay? And I know that sounds harsh, but you have to have a goal, right? Because otherwise it just seems like this big ambiguous thing that you have no idea what's going on about it. So I'm talking about the whole SMART goal thing. And I don't like the realistic part of it. So I don't like say the R part, because sometimes our goals and our dreams like aren't super realistic, but we keep fighting for them, right? So I just want to make sure that you guys have specific goals, measurable goals, and that you do put a time limit on it. Because without the time limit, it just lasts for eternity, right? I'm gonna learn this new song. 6 months later, is that new song learned? Probably not. I'm gonna learn this new song in 2 weeks, and then in a month, I'm gonna perform in a karaoke. Timely goal, specific, measurable, great. How about this goal? Well, I think I'm going to maybe try to get into a choir this year. Okay, that's not a bad goal, but you have to remember that getting into a choir is not in your hands, right? So personally, and I have to deal with this a lot in my career because I have a lot of rejection, deal with a lot of, no's, a lot of things that just aren't in my control. Like, right, I try my best, I do my best, I sing an amazing audition. I don't get cast, right? So I would suggest changing the goal from I want to get into a choir to I want to have 3 auditions for local choirs by the end of the summer that I'm prepared for, that I have music for, right? Now that's a bigger goal. So you're gonna have to break that up into smaller goals as well, right? So, but that gives you something that you're actually working towards, because you can apply for those auditions, you can get invited to audition, you can be prepared for the audition. And whether or not you get into the choir, I mean, you probably have a good chance if you prepared for it, and if it's not a highly competitive choir, but maybe the choir is not even taking anybody of your voice part. That's not in your control, right? So I think that might help you guys set some goals. Or another great goal, one of the studios I work at has a student showcase 4 times a year, or 3 or 4 times a year. Amazing goal. I'm gonna perform this song at the next student showcase. Great, right? We have a time deadline. We know what we're doing. It's measurable, right? So I think that those are all good examples of goals that are perfect for my students. If you guys have a question about if you think a goal is a good goal or not, send me an email. I will respond to you. It might take me a little bit, but I will get back to you. Okay, number 4. Work with somebody who cultivates your skill. Yes, I'm talking about either taking a voice teacher, having an online mentor, taking an online singing class. Psst, mine's coming out soon, right? Because when you work with somebody who's an expert and can guide you, can help you know exactly what you need to work on, exactly what your strengths are, and exactly where you're going, what kind of music you should be singing. Or even if you're doing that in an online, version or online forum, you're gonna be so much farther along than if you try to go at it by yourself. There aren't enough YouTube videos in the world to come all together, swirl them up, and teach you how to sing, right? Because the whole point of YouTube is that they're short little clips. So I love my YouTube channel because I can send my students to it. I can say, go work on that warm-up, or go work on this warm-up. But they get so much better when they start coming to lessons or taking my online courses. And it's just the way to go. I go to a voice lesson every single week with my amazing teacher, Jennifer, and I love her dearly. She helps me cultivate my skill. Working with her has given me more confidence than working with any teacher, coach ever, right? She is like amazing. And I want you guys to find somebody who you feel like that about. And if I'm that person, great, let's get working together. Take my online course, take my free webinar so you can find out more about it. If it's somebody else, go be with that person, right? It's so personal, and everybody has different learning styles too. So guys, if you want me to be your guide, I am going to be relaunching my online course called the Starter Singing Lab, and we're going to talk about that at the very, very end of the free webinar. So that webinar is going to have a little mini voice lesson. We're going to talk about the 4 areas that you need to focus on if you are serious about improving your singing. And I'm going to tell you guys all the deets about the new release of my course, the Starter Singing Lab. Okay, so go sign up below. Like, comment, tell me what you guys are excited about your singing, and if this video helped you. I hope it did. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Don't forget to sing. Don't forget to schedule it into your calendar. And your confidence is already growing. I can see it.